Lauren, take a question to Doris, if you will. But before you do, give us your thoughts here as we head into 250 about, we hear so much about the founding fathers, but talk to us about the role, as you're thinking about the women who played such a vital role at the birthplace of this country.
You know, less than 15% of the American history that kids learn in school includes the history of women's contributions to this country. And that remains just a massive gap. We are and have always been essential to the founding, development, growth, success, and, impact of this nation around the world. And I'm very heartened by some of the new books. Nora O'Donnell's new book that calls out, we the women, this sort of interest now in capturing the stories that have been overlooked, whether it's Katherine Johnson and Hidden Figures or other women who, were so fundamental. And I do encourage Americans this week, as we're thinking about the 4th, not just to dig into the well-known history of women like Abigail Adams, who, really tried to fight for women's leadership from the beginning, but so many other women that contributed to the country. All In Together's Substack this week lays it out, a lot of the history of the country that was shaped by women and continues to be. And, it's my hope that not just the contributions of women, but really, diverse Americans of all backgrounds, that is so fundamental to the fabric of who we are, even in this moment where we're overlooking diversity and trying not to talk about it, and it's become a dirty word. Like, that is who we are in every way.
So, Doris, back to you now. Your thoughts about this moment as we head to 250, but also, and that includes a new documentary about George Washington that I know you're a part of that's about to premiere.
Yeah, one of the things that's so interesting is that Theodore Roosevelt's hero was Abraham Lincoln. He read the 10 volumes of Nicolay and Hay when he was in the middle of a great coal strike, and then answer for him. Now I actually was able to talk to him yesterday. It was a real conversation. It was incredible. I started asking him what he felt about the idea that he was leaving after the 1904 election. He said he wouldn't run again because he had served 7.5 terms. He probably hated that. And he told me he hated that. And then I talked to him about would he have run in 1916. And then just in the year before he died, he was thinking of running in 1920. And then death just took him sleeping. As his son said, if it hadn't taken him sleeping, he would have had a fight because he was a fighter all his life. So you feel his presence. Every exhibit here is interactive. I mean, I think these presidential libraries are so important for people to come to. We want kids to come, not only here, to all of them. We just need kids to feel again. Lincoln said it was so important for civics and the understanding of history to get in young children so they can feel the ideals when the times of history have gone. And I think that's why I love history so much. And these presidents I've studied, they all lived through difficult times, and they all came through those times, and somehow we as a country came through. And that's got to give us hope and perspective and lessons from the future. So it's a great time to be celebrating history on the 250th anniversary.